What's up guys, Dieter here, and before we hop into this Armsday weapon review, I just want to give a huge thanks to all of you out there. We have 300 plus views on the Destiny Halloween quest guide. I did not expect to get that many views. Thank you so much. You guys can go check out my Witcher series if you want. It's on my channel. I actually have a playlist for it called the Witcher playthrough series. If you're interested, go check that out. Leave a like and comment. If you do like that series, I will continue it no matter how many people like it. But recently I've uploaded the new Cathedral map, so go check that out. We're going to go ahead and get into the video. Have a great day, Guardian. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the Arminius D Haka Auto Rifle. We are going to have danger close, counterbalance, high caliber rounds, fitted stock, and small bore. The best setup you're probably going to want to run with the counterbalance perk is going to be small bore, giving you an increase to range and stability. So with counterbalance and small bore, you're both going to have a stability buff for both of those perks, as it is a high rate of fire auto rifle, low impact sort of meta. You're going to want that stability to at least be putting most of your bullets into the enemy. Let's go and move on to the next. The next weapon I got was the Judith D Haka hand cannon, and I do believe this is the first Haka hand cannon they have sold for Armsday. Let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we have Army of One. Quick unassisted kills with this weapon reduce grenade and melee cooldown. Feeding Frenzy kills with this weapon increase reload speed for a short time, and you have speed reload, explosive rounds, and reinforced barrel. Now this hand cannon is a beast just because it has explosive rounds and it already has the eye impact with Feeding Frenzy. So every time you get a kill, you can just reload that sucker up and keep going. So I do suggest you run the explosive rounds with Feeding Frenzy, or if you want a little bit more range, go ahead and run Reinforced Barrel with the perks that you already have here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next. Moving on to the third weapon of the Armsday weapon review, we have the Uffer HC4 Omlon hand cannon, which is an absolute beast. I got it a week ago. Yeah, I think about a week ago, and the high impact and the rate of fire are just perfect. Let's go ahead and get into the perks. So, first up you have Zen Moment, causing damage with this weapon increases its stability. Extended Mag, Reinforced Barrel, which increases the range, which is probably what you want to run on this hand cannon because the range is not that great, as you can see. But moving on to the next perk, we have Triple Tap. Rapidly landing precision hits will return one round to the magazine. So, with Zen Moment, it's going to be good because you can keep the stability by causing more damage, and with like maybe 3 or more bullets after the stability is leveled out, you can get one round back to the magazine. Eye of the Storm wouldn't really come in handy so much unless you really want Zen Moment to benefit the most, because it says this weapon becomes more accurate as your health gets lower. So if you want to be more accurate and land more damage on your target just to have more stability, go ahead and use the Eye of the Storm perk. Otherwise, the best role for this weapon right now is Triple Tap with Zen Moment. Next up is the Yamila D Haka Pulse Rifle that I chose from the Gunsmith this week. Let's go ahead and get into the perks. So first up you have Surrounded. This weapon gains bonus damage when 3 or more enemies are in close proximity, meaning that when 3 or more enemies are really close to you, such as thralls, acolytes, drakes, any kind of trash mob that's going to surround you. Sorry. You're going to go ahead and cause more damage when those enemies are surrounding you, as long as there are 3 or more enemies. Next up, we have Full Auto. This weapon can be fired in full auto mode, meaning that you can just hold down the trigger rather than bursting the weapon yourself, or you can burst the weapon yourself even with the full auto perk. But having the full auto perk comes into play more inside the PvP Crucible kind of field, but it is also good because you can combo it with Surrounded in PvE as well. So you know, PvP, PvE, this pulse rifle is a really good pulse rifle. Moving on to the next part. Single point sling, switch weapons faster, move quicker while aiming. Hand loaded. This weapon is effective at an extended range, which you will probably want because the more range you have on a pulse rifle, the more range you're going to have in PvP against that enemy, maybe across the map sniping at you, and you can land a couple headshots and get a good kill. Injection mold, increased stability, faster handling, reduced range. This is more for the CQC kind of people in the Crucible that want the increased stability up close, that way their weapon is not jumping around as much. But it does come with the reduced range effect. As you can see here up at the range stat, it is not reduced at all, so don't worry too much about that. Injection mold seems to be kind of useless on this pulse rifle. It only slows down the reload speed. So let's go ahead and move on to the final weapon. Moving on to the Suros Dis 43 Scout Rifle. This will be the last weapon in the weapon review for this video. It comes with Hammer Forged, improved range and accuracy, which was great on a scout rifle because you can range your enemies from any distance and just absolutely map their faces off. Moving to appended magazine, increased magazine size and slower reload. Now, if you're more of a PvP kind of person, you're not going to want this because there is a slower reload and it affects it by about a third of what is already there. Moving on to the full auto mode, which is great in PvE and in PvP. I absolutely love this perk on any scout rifle I use. And it sucks when sometimes, you don't get the full auto roll. I remember back in the day when reforging was out, you would always just reforge for full auto and Firefly. But now you actually get to choose what rolls you get every week from the gunsmith, which is great. Thank you, Bungie, for that. Moving on to the next perk. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast, which is great for PvP players out there with the Hammer Forged, full auto, and snapshot. But more than likely, you're going to want to combine Hammer Forged with the hand laid stocked, as it does improve your range with Hammer Forged and increases stability and only reduces the range a little bit, so this might cancel out a little bit of it, but you're still getting some more range on the Hammer Forged perk. Not much, but it still counts. What's going on, fellow subscribers? This is Dieter, and I hope you did enjoy this video, as it did take me a little while to edit and plan out. I do work hard to make these videos perfect for you guys. There might be a little bugs here and there, but leave a like and a comment down below if you did enjoy the video. I will be coming out with these every week for as long as I can. Thank you for watching. This is Dieter, and I will see you in the next one.